Hey Fiona,
Oh, we're back.
we are back. We're back separate, but we have been together. There is video
We have,
photo
yeah.
evidence of us together.
Oh, yes. And it was good. It was good. I've just got some more. Sorry. But yeah, we're back. We had a little holiday. We did not abandon tea for fee with tea for fee, tea with fee and tea. No, we just took a month off. So we're
Yeah.
back.
Yep, in between courses and visiting family and life. But here we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
And we had a great time together, didn't we?
We did, and that's what we're going to chat about today,
Yeah.
our Sol experience.
Yes, and people discovered that there is a height difference, despite the fact that we look the same on screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
It's
funny.
great, great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we were in Devon in Barnstable for a
We
week.
were. Well, we were in Barnstable some of the time. We were all over North Devon and we even wandered into Somerset.
We did, yes.
We collected flags in some ways, yes. We had
hmm
the Devon flag and the Somerset flag.
hmm
Not Cornwall this year, but some years we do that,
hmm
unless you count pasties.
There were pasties as well and
There were
cream
quite a few
cheese.
pasties, yeah.
Yes.
And it was
Ah,
different. It was slightly different this year, the course I felt, which I'm saying because I have always really enjoyed the course. And it's funny because when you think something, you need to keep it that way because it's so good, and you're kind of scared that it's going to be. Um, and so there were a couple of changes this year, not least for having a co-trainer with me. Um, but it was, I don't know, it's one of those two things. Was it better? It's hard to say. Because it was really good before. I mean, some of my past they are now friends, but at the time, trainees might think, "Oh, it can't be better." Oh, but I don't know. It wasn't better. It's just different. It was really, really good. Really,
mhm.
really, really good.
Yep. Well, I can definitely say it was my best soul course ever because it's the only one I've done.
Yeah,
But it really was. It was a wonderful experience. And the group that we had, so we had 29 teachers from
yeah.
14, 15 different countries. And it was one of the things that I was really struck by was how well they all got on together.
They did. They did. Yeah, they did. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but I think about 75% of the time it does. And
hmm
the thing that is really beautiful about these courses, and this might sound cheesy, but it is true, and anybody who's been on the course will know what I mean. At the beginning of the week, they tend to arrive with a sense of difference. I am different from that person. I'm the only person from my country. I'm different from everybody. That kind of
hmm
by the end of the week, there's a shift partway through the course where they shift into the similarities and the sameness. And you
hmm
see it particularly when we do the food sharing, the cultural sharing. We saw it in the singing when all the former Yugoslavian countries sang together, the Czechs and the Slovaks sang together. Anybody who had Hungarian blood in them sung together. So we had who was it? There was Romania, Slovakia, Hungary. They all sang together. So it's about, and then the food, the Azerbaijanis saying, "Oh, we've got that as well." When they were talking about, I forget which food stuff, something from Kosovo, I think.
hmm
Yeah, and I just love it, and you just kind of stand back and watch it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You set up the activities and your idea, changing the groups every day, that really worked. So they kind of mingled and mixed and got to talk to each other, and yeah, it was really, really good.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Oh,
Um,
I miss it already.
I do. I know last night I was thinking about it and it feels like yesterday, but it also feels like so long ago. And I was like, I want to bring a little bit back.
hmm hmm
It's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
And we had people from Azerbaijan, as we just said, but we had Lithuania, Poland, I don't know,
Croatia,
lots of countries.
Bosnia.
Yeah, so I mentioned Kosovo and Serbia
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
Bosnia and Croatia, um, Romania, Bulgaria. Yeah, just Ukraine.
Hmm. Poland.
Yeah.
Trying to think who we're missing. My apologies.
North Macedonia, North
Yes.
Macedonia.
Yes.
I'm visualizing the flags, of course, North Macedonia as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep.
And tell me which activity you preferred. Tell me which activity you preferred, if you have a favorite of the out and about ones.
Hmm.
Tell me an activity in the classroom that you felt that in your input sessions was the one that you kind of got the strongest vibe or whatever from.
Hmm.
And tell me, this is three things, sorry. Which of the trips you liked best?
Is that not the same as the first one, or is that which of the missions?
No, which activity when we were out and about?
Okay, doke.
Like specific, like mission, as we call them.
Yeah.
Which mission did you like best? Which activity in the classroom and which of the trips, places
Mhm.
that we visited?
So missions, I loved when we went to Ilfracombe and the teachers had been given homework they were put into groups and they were given a location within Ilfracombe or a statue or a part of the town to find out something about. And then they presented to everyone else what they found out. And that was just fascinating because they all spoke with such passion.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah,
only found out what they had to talk about a couple of days before, and they had been traveling. They'd only just met these people kind of
yeah.
on the bus on the Sunday and then spent one day with them. And then Tuesday morning, it was like, boom, the three of you, tell us about this. Um, and there was just so much humor in the way that they presented as well. And I mean, I'm a really curious person, so I loved finding out about all the different places that we went to within the town as well. So yeah, so that was
Yeah, I
my
agree.
favorite mission.
I know that's an activity that I've done before with other, sorry about my knee there, with other trainees. And I noticed that this time when we visited Henry Williamson's house, the Tarkaliota chap, the subject of his politics cropped up.
Hmm.
And previous groups have, kind of avoided that because it is a sensitive topic. But I like the fact that they felt comfortable enough, even on day two,
Hmm.
to bring that topic up.
Yep, yep. And I loved as well, like the second group of the morning, was it first or the second group? Mental health. Like that was immediately something that was very openly talked about
Yeah,
because as well, I think it's a topic that can sometimes not be a taboo, but perhaps it's not so openly discussed in some
yeah.
situations. And so the fact that, somebody was standing there going, mental health, we need to talk about this. Yeah.
I think we talked about it in the input session though as well. I'm not sure if you did in your class.
Hmm.
We did in mine in the day we were talking about the learners, which was the first day, I think. No, that was
No, we
teachers
did
was
the
first
teacher.
day.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about teachers' mental health though the first day.
Hmm.
And so it did crop up, and we discussed it I don't know about you in your group, but we discussed it quite openly
Hmm.
in our group. And I find that I don't need to share masters of stuff, but I can share bits. And as soon as I start sharing, it sort of opens the door
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
because it's like in any class, if you're willing to be a little bit vulnerable, you don't have to share everything, obviously, but it's like if you're teaching teenagers, if you are open about the fact that maybe you're having a bad day because whatever, then they'll tell you when they're having a bad day. It's that kind of
Yep. Yeah. Being
open type
authentically
of
you.
communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was good. And then it did feel that people then were saying, oh, I need me time or I need
Hmm.
that it didn't feel yeah, like a dirty subject or anything.
Mhm.
Or nobody went, oh, don't want to know.
Yeah. Mm.
That was really good. And I think that contributed to the group dynamic.
Absolutely.
Everybody was allowed to be who they are. They don't have to try to do something
Mhm.
that they didn't want to. So your favorite activity was that one. What about classroom activity?
Classroom activity, one that I did that I enjoyed and that they seemed to enjoy was like describing a classroom that they'd worked in. But you do it, so I modeled it first where I just hold my hand out and kind of visualize it, but I'm pointing to where things are. Because I think that really helps people as well, rather than just, seeing it in their mind's eye, actually having kind of a physical space that they can point to and say, well, hit the door was here, and then on this wall there were these things. I find that that is it can make conversations last longer
Yeah.
than just, yeah, there was some posters, there were some
Yeah,
shelves,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then my favorite day trip. Um, well, I did love, so I know unfortunately you didn't get to do this because you let me do it because it was my first year, but the cliff walk
Mm.
from Valley of Rocks to Linton, just that scenery, it reminds me of
Yeah.
my childhood, and
But
it
that's
was
why I wanted you to do it. I
mm,
mean, only one of us could do it. The other one had to do the plan
the
B,
candle, yeah, the candle makers.
which was great as
Yeah.
well. But I mean, yeah, that's one of my favorite walks. And it's just, even though you've got a big group of people with you, there's something about looking out and it's almost as if you're alone in a sense.
Hmm.
You get a kind of a moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great walk. And
Yeah.
not good on bad weather days.
No, no. And in fact, one of them did ask me, is this open all year round? Like, what happens in winter or when it's heavy rain? I was like, yeah, I think they just trust people.
They do, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to remember. I do remember, but so I've done these courses for I don't remember, it's 12 or 13 years or something like that. I think only 1 year it was completely impossible to do.
Hmm.
That was quite early on. That was one of those years where even in summer you've got like almost horizontal rain coming off the sea and of course you can't really see properly, so you can't go along.
Yeah.
So from memory, it's only been 1 year.
Hmm.
Um, maybe two. Maybe there was a really windy year. But generally speaking, we've done it and in sunshine. So
Yeah.
it's potluck.
Fingers crossed. Fantastic. And what about you? So your favorite mission, favorite activity, favorite day trip?
Favorite mission, probably the same as you. Or just the same day, but the Verity one, I always like that. Where they record themselves
Mhm.
when they look at Verity. And we should have asked to listen to some of those recordings. I realized too late, but never mind. Um, and I go around and I listen. I don't just listen to our trainees, I kind of listen to other conversations going
Mhm.
on around the statue and that kind of how art can trigger conversation.
Yeah.
And you see it, not just art, any stimulus that you just want to talk to somebody about it. And so that the English happens if you don't have a share, if it's the only shared language.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that, but also the same as you, the tour guides one. Um, and also another mission that I liked out and about was things like the objects in Dunster Castle. I don't know, a lot of them, but I'll go with the Ilfracombe ones. In the classroom, my favorite activity was one I did, I think it was on the last day or the second last day, where I just got everybody to come and look out the window. And the way we did this for people watching is that we split the class in half, and then we each had a half, and then tea break in the middle of the morning, we swapped. So we did the same class twice. But of course, they're never the same, but
Hmm.
you know. So we did this with both groups. You stand at the window and you look out and you have to remember as much as you want and really notice. And I said, I want you to notice the color of everything. Just look at the color of it. What color is the bridge? What color is the building? What color is the mud in it? What color are the birds? What colors, as many colors as possible. And then we did that. And then I say, right, now you're going to have to tell me about the things out the window, but you're not allowed to use any color words. So you've got to think of something else that's the same color.
Hmm.
So we had, and then that becomes metaphorical language. And I was telling them how the brain works and that, that we learn metaphorical language very well. It sticks in our mind. So it's a good way of learning other vocabulary and then using it as a metaphor. So
Hmm.
things like tree bark bridges
Mm.
was one, and white cotton, and I allowed it. The other bit went, no, but that's got white in it. But the idea of white cotton feels slightly different from just white.
Just white.
So
Yeah, there's the texture to
yeah,
it
white
as well.
cotton clouds. Somebody else had marshmallow clouds. I've got a list of them, but I think
Mm.
tree bark bridges was just,
Yeah.
perfect. And shortbread buildings.
Mm.
Um, there was something like hot chocolate mud. I forget. I don't remember them all. I've got a photo of them because we wrote them on the board. But it's just that was so successful. And then they incorporated some of those phrases in their poems. And the poem that I wrote for the last day incorporated as well. Writing poetry would be my other favorite.
Hmm.
And then favorite trip? It's really tricky. Probably not Linton and Linworth because I didn't get to do the cliff path this year. I like going to the Candlemaker. I like going around the town. It's not quite the same. Let's see. Croyd. I possibly Dunster actually.
Hmm.
Dunster Castle because apart from the place and the plants and its national trust, it's incredibly well looked after. The volunteers who work there are amazing. I had a really nice conversation with somebody. I had more than one conversation. It was one of those where you bump into the trainees and you have great conversations with them.
Hmm.
So yeah, possibly Dunster and Ilfracombe because I always like going to Ilfracombe. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
difficult.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
And you're going to tell people about our evening activities.
oh, I am. Yes, so we hosted a pub quiz, you and I. We sang, and it didn't rain the next day.
It did,
So
it
yeah, so
did, it
that.
rained.
Oh,
It
did
rained
it?
that night, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it rained at night, but yeah, the weather the next day was fine.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so that was good. But because we'd said, pub quizzes tend to be very British culture,
Yeah,
which obviously not all of our teachers would know. We only had one round of kind of Britishness. And then the other
yeah.
things were, things that had happened, bits of vocabulary that we'd used.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really fun.
And the
And then
best round was the singing round.
yes, and it was an inspired moment to replace. So we did like a gap fill with the lyrics, and in the gap, instead of just a silence, there was pasta, different types of pasta, which was amusing. So
Yeah,
definitely want to do again. I'm very aware that we could chunter on about this forever. So just to talk about the Thursday evening as well, we had fish and chips or an alternative meal. And then we went back to the school where there was a live band who played lots of British, well-known British tracks. And then all the teachers, if they wanted to, got up and shared something from their culture as well, which was
yeah,
wonderful. As you said, there was lots of cross-country singing as well, with people who spoke Turkish singing with the
yeah.
Azerbaijanis as well.
And the
Yeah,
Azerbaijanis doing their dancing was beautiful
yeah,
with their scarves and the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, all in all, just a wonderful week.
Yeah, and some wonderful new friendships, I hope.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next year, come with us.
Fantastic. Yes. So if you were listening and if you were there, just to say again how much we enjoyed our week
Yes,
with
if you
all
were
of
with
you.
us and were there, hug. You don't have to hug if you don't want to, but
Yes.
hug.
Or
We
do a
miss
little
you.
heart emoji as well.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I see one of that then. Okay, we must. I don't know if it's possible to do like this. How do we do this on
I
Zoom?
think
No,
we'll,
never mind.
well, we could try it that way because we'll either,
I
oh
don't
no,
know.
that would just look weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing.
Yep. And
Can't
if you're
wait to do
listening
it
and
again.
you have not been to Seoul, come next year. It would be fabulous.
Seoul means sharing one language, and it's in Barnstaple in North Devon in the UK.
And it's a
And we would love to see you there, and we would love to do it again, and for the next 50 years. Well, let's just get to next year first. But yeah, no, it
Yep.
was brilliant, brilliant. So
Yep. And we'll be back again next week with a coffee break back to our regular routine.
yes. And on that note, I'm going to start drinking my tea. I better take the lid off.
See you all soon. Bye bye.
Bye.